Michelle, it looked like you relished every moment on screen. Why were you so passionate about being?
Does he mean I overacted?
No, you were fantastic, but you did look like you were.
I did a little bit. Okay.
You look like you were
It's all
enjoying
right.
yourself.
I was. It was a lot of fun.
And why were you so keen to help bring Dark Shadows back to the big screen?
I was obsessed as a kid with the television show, and I would sprint home from school to watch it. It started at, I think, 4 in the afternoon, and there was just nothing like it. And I wanted to live in that house amongst those crazy people, and get bitten by vampires, I guess.
And Chloe, when did you first become acquainted with the soap, and what were the draws for you of the movie?
Well, my mom was like 14 in like 1972, so she kind of always ran home from school, same type thing, kind of snuck and watched it when her mom didn't know she was watching it, because her mom found it very controversial, and that's kind of how I heard about it, from just childhood stories. But I hadn't really ever watched it until I got the film.
And Michelle, I love Elizabeth's line, you'll have to imagine us on a better day. What state do we find Collinwood in and its inhabitants in 1972, and what does its matriarch think of that state?
Well, we pretty much find the house in ruins, and the family business. But Elizabeth, she is desperately trying to keep up appearances, not really fooling anyone, perhaps herself.
And Chloe, we last met to chat about Let Me In, so you're no stranger to vampires. What did you make of Johnny Depp as Barnabas Collins in the movie, his take on the role?
I loved his vampire. I mean, I think it was kind of going back to the Sir Christopher Lee and Dracula. It was one of the original vampires, none of the new kind of nuancy stuff of it. It was darker, more morbid, and had a cooler, darker undertone.
And it's another tour de force performance from Johnny Depp in a Tim Burton movie. What did you particularly enjoy about going fingernail to fingernail with him in this film?
I think he probably beat me out on the fingernails, but I loved working with him. I've been a huge fan, like everyone, for so long, and I just admire his talent, and he just didn't disappoint. It was a great experience.
And Chloe, at the core of the film really is a dysfunctional family, isn't it? How would you describe Carolyn's relationships with her mother Elizabeth and her cousin David? Not that nice to either of them, really, is she, in some ways?
I think she just isn't happy with where she is in any sense. She wants to be older, she wants to be, in New York, and at the same time she's stuck in this dilapidated castle surrounded by people she does not want to be around, and then she's stuck in the middle of a seaport in Maine, which to her is completely unappetizing. So I think she's also dealing with some teenage angst, like every teenager does with their mom.
And Michelle, I can remember going along to see Batman Returns and being thrilled by your performance in that. What did you enjoy about sort of being reunited with Tim Burton on Dark Shadows?
Well, God, it's just such a dream job, because he's just so creative. We all know. I mean, it's like, well, yeah, we know Tim Burton's creative, but he is. And as an actor, you show up for work and anything goes. And for him, I was going to say there's no stupid idea, but there are stupid ideas, but he loves them all, and he's willing to try anything, and you're willing to try anything for him because you trust him with it, and that's not always the case. So it's just a very exhilarating kind of environment to act in.
Michelle Pfeiffer, Chloe Moretz, thanks very much, and all the best with Dark Shadows.
Thank you.